don't know if you're following, but I am, because it's that macabre like fascination of what an absolute what the fuck. But part of Epstein's list was declassified. And they haven't I have been watching. They have released where like Trump was in it, but the documents allegedly, supposedly did not divulge anything where he'd had like any kind of acts with minors or whatever on his island. Bill Clinton, former president, was on it. Same kind of bullshit that they're trying to say. But it'll be kind of interesting, I think, the more that we see, because people forget like this stuff gets declassified and it's no longer, and news outlets are fucking requesting copies left and right. So I think as this Epstein case continues on, we're gonna see more and more come. I am fucking here for it because I want everybody's spot to be fucking blown up. It does list Prince Andrew, that fucking horse monkey face piece of shit.
He needs to get his ass over here, and he needs to get his ass in a courtroom.
Bullshit.
And he needs to face that girl, that woman, excuse me. She was a girl at the time. He needs to face that woman, and he needs to, needs to be held accountable for what he's done. Yep.
I wonder if he's going to try and play diplomatic immunity.
I think that's what he's been doing this whole time.
I think it's been that Epstein's list was nobody had concrete written proof.
Well, but there was documentation that he had a relationship with Epstein, because there's lots of photos and videos of Prince Andrew, of them together. And, you know, he's always just written it off as, oh, well, I just made a misjudgment in the company that I keep, you know, in his very British way. But now that he doesn't have the Queen protecting him, and Charles, as I have my issues with Charles, but he definitely is interested in installing a more modern monarchy, and he wants to scale down on the number of active royals. And Andrew hasn't been an active royal in a number of years, but I really think that Charles will. Damn it, this fucking dog! Hold on a second. His new favorite thing.
Oh, socks.
He's a sock gourmet.
And then he'll shit it out whole.
Well, I mean, he eats everything off of the ground. He eats plastic. He eats wrappers. He is currently on the table trying to get my sock currently. He just eats everything off the floor. And one time he actually shit out a piece of something that he ate. So yeah, but his favorite thing right now is socks. And he will get them no matter what the consequences, huh? Come here.
Yeah.
Say hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Hey, buddy.
Say you're a bad boy.
So this is the list that they has been. So it's one of those that they were unsealed. It wasn't like an unveiling, but I don't even know if it was necessarily the whole list. I'm waiting for more and stuff. They're saying it's not a client list, as some has surmised. It's basically documents that he kept that like mention people. So people mentioned were like Stephen Hawking was mentioned, Trump was mentioned, David Copperfield was mentioned, Michael Jackson was mentioned, and the only person listed that anything has come out illicit has been Prince Andrew. So I'm wondering how much, even Bill Clinton, like I said, was mentioned. You know, I'm going to keep an eye on it because I'm just, like I said, I'm fascinated. I think it's going to be a whole thing. I wholeheartedly don't think that he offed himself. I think that was like an
I think he was murdered.
Yeah.
I think he was murdered.
Shut. Yeah. So let's see. Donald Trump's mentioned that it's just something about how Epstein once discussed going to a casino with him. Yeah, but we all know Trump's.
And I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying that I'm wishing for it to happen, because I don't wish death on everybody. But that Ghislaine Maxwell, his little partner in crime, who helped him to groom and acquire these, these young girls. I'm surprised. I would not be surprised if something mysteriously happens to her now that this list is out.
Arrested her. That was the whole thing when she first got arrested after Epstein died in custody. She had extra guard. She was on suicide watch, everything, because they kind of figured that's how she's still, I think she's being heavily monitored. I think that's how she's still alive.
Well, it just wouldn't surprise me if something were to happen to her, because they've got some pretty high profile people. But here's the thing. This is what I'm curious about. Aren't there like 10 names that have not been released?
Yep.
Like those are the names that I want to know.
I want to know why they haven't been released yet. I want to know who's getting
I want to know how much money. Yeah. I don't know that we'll ever find out everything,
No.
And I don't think that we do. I hope that we do, just, out of one, morbid curiosity, and two, so that these poor girls can say, see, I fucking told you. I told you this was all true. I told you that this happened to me. And, but it just goes to what you said about how we are so undervalued as a sex, that, we are, these poor girls were used as currency.
Yeah, and flown, were essentially currency,
and probably manipulated and cajoled and groomed into thinking that, this is just a way for you to make some money. Yeah, and they targeted young. They targeted young girls that were in financial need, whether it be student loans or their parents didn't have a lot of money, and it's so unbelievably blatant. And for anybody that is thinking clearly and can read the writing on the wall, I mean, you can see. Yeah. And I don't understand why there is so much. And I get you need like that evidentiary proof. I know you need that, but for somebody like me, like in my gut, I know that these girls are telling the truth, and I hate that happened to them. And it sucks to think that they have to be the catalyst for ending this kind of a thing. And
instead of somebody just standing up and going, let's try but and that's, I mean, I know a lot of it comes down to, and it's not just cut and dry of saying he did this, because yes, there are Danny Masterson case in point, I think it was 2 or 3 defendants. One of them was an ex-girlfriend. He caught charges on 2 out of the 3, and her charges were thrown out because it didn't seem evidentiary that she was being truthful to everything. So I get like a woman has ruined a man's life throwing out false claims, but let's just look at the bigger picture of how many claims are true. So so we'll keep an eye on that.
There are those, but I've said it before, there are some of these little fast ass girls that will not get what they want from their boyfriend, or they'll start making eyes at one of their teachers that they've got a little crush on, and as soon as they get shot down, all of a sudden the accusations come out, and that teacher, and it may go no further than that. But he has to quit his job. He has to leave the city. He has to start completely over because,
change his name
just educate your girls. If you've got biologically female kids, just educate them about being safe, the importance of being honest, and boys too, for sure.
Let's just keep it both, But so, because I mean, other things, like one of our other stories we're going to cover today is Jimmy Kimmel is threatening to sue Aaron Rodgers because
did you see his monologue yesterday?
No, I didn't.
It was great.
Okay.
Yes.
So Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel, they have a beef going back from because Jimmy Kimmel, he does do commentary on football. Aaron Rodgers, I think it's the Jets. I know he used to be with the Packers. I have no fucking idea who he plays for
the he is on the Jets roster. He doesn't play for the Jets.
He was hurt
he's hurt, so he's not playing. But but the beef goes back to at least what Jimmy says. Jimmy says that Aaron is mad because Jimmy made fun of his lying about his COVID vaccination status and making fun of his top knot.
I mean, those are but it's fucking Jimmy Kimmel. It's
valid.
The man show. If I'm gonna ever make like a case of like that is the only time when it's okay for boys to be boys. When it's like just giving people bullshit, talking shit about football, that is the only time it's okay for boys to be boys. If we're making fun of a top knot and a man bun, you know what? I'm gonna sit in the chair next to Jimmy Kimmel and I'm gonna fucking make fun of that top knot too. Okay. And I bet I could probably make
if
Aaron
you're gonna
Rodgers
put it
cry.
out there, Aaron Rodgers, the only person you have to blame is yourself because you put that top knot on your head.
I know, not everybody.
And then you lied about your COVID vaccination status.
Well, yeah, that was because he had to, and I can see that because I am not vaccinated by choice. But that's a whole, but to each their own. But if it's a requirement for his job, that's a whole different story. I feel like I didn't have that requirement for my job, but it is. But that's the whole thing is, he's called Aaron Rodgers like a tinfoil hatter because he's like a big conspiracy theorist and stuff. And so when the Epstein list came out, long story short, there goes Micah taking a shower.
Hi, Micah.
You need to make sure that door stays closed because I'm recording and nobody needs to see your penis. Okay. But like every fucking podcast, I'm like, nobody needs to see your penis. I feel like. But nobody needs to see Aaron Rodgers' penis either. Let's go back to the topic at hand.
Nobody wants to see that.
No. So he basically made a flippant comment on a podcast or something that it was like.
It was at Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because Pat McAfee's come out and since apologized because it was like, oh, he's going to be a little nervous when that list comes out. And like Jimmy Kimmel, he even was like, you put like my family in danger. He made a social media statement. He's like, you put my family in danger because you're pissed. And I get that. It's one thing to have beef over shit talking. Lord knows I've had enough of that in 2023 where we had beef over shit talking with people. We're still better than you. But that kind of allegation. Mean girls. Suck my dick. That was not even clear. That was. It
wasn't.
No. What did you say? I must have been good.
I said moist.
Moist.
There you go.
You leave the moist to me. That's what
I'll leave the moist to you.
Yeah. So tell me what because this is going in. It's actually, I think we might be able to trim it down for one, but we'll see how it goes because we still have shit to do. Like I have to do my Stitch Fix. But so tell me about his monologue.
So he basically said everything that we've said. He was just like, and he said verbatim what I said. Aaron Rodgers is upset with me because I made fun of his top knot and the fact that he lied about his COVID vaccination status, which he did. And, he was just like, and then he made a comment about the Epstein list and actually played the clip from the Pat McAfee show where Aaron Rodgers says it. And he basically says, it basically tears him a new asshole. I definitely encourage you because if you don't come for a comic, that comes from the shit talking dude genre like Jimmy Kimmel does.
That's like, don't come first. Because if I was really going to be mean, like I'll hurt your feelings. Like I could probably like hang out with Kimmel and we could probably make people cry together.
I think you probably could, and I'd be here for it. Okay. But if you don't want people to call you a tinfoil hatter, then maybe don't go on everybody's podcast and spew all of these conspiracy theories.
Or
maybe
do it, but like know how to. You're a public fucking figure, dude.
Yeah,
back the fuck up and learn how to take a joke. Don't put your. That's my thing. Is like don't put your business. Like we were not butthurt when somebody tried to call us out and say we were mean girls because we told our side of the story. We sacked it up. We made fun of ourselves. We made fun of them, and we have 7 listeners. I know you're jealous, but like sack the fuck up, dude. Like be a man. Not to be like gender biased, but be a fucking man, dude.
Seriously, I know some women that can take a joke better than you can.
Bitches,
not you, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he can probably take it at this point. He can probably take a dick better than they can, though. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm sorry, you're playing for the Jets. You don't have the right to get your feelings hurt. Okay, you want to get your feelings hurt? Get your feelings hurt about the record of the team that you're playing on. Okay, and that was your choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he had not performed well for Green Bay. So I think it was one of those, maybe it's time to part ways, because he went from, what's that broad's name? Olivia Munn, where he wasn't speaking to he didn't speak to his family still. He stopped speaking to his brothers and his parents while he was with her and engaged with her. Then he went to engaged to Shailene Woodley, like out of the blue, which knowing now like how crunchy granola, that makes sense, to now his shoulders fucked. He got nothing better to do. But don't put your shit out there, my dude. And like, if you believe it, cool, great. You believe it. Nobody's saying don't believe it. But like, you can't, it's that whole bullshit of society that you can't expect somebody to fall in line and shut the fuck up and believe what you want to believe. Don't be a pussy. That's all I'm saying. Just don't be a pussy.
And if he thought that Jimmy Kimmel wasn't going to clap back at him, then he's obviously been hit in the head too many times, because, you know, it's Jimmy Kimmel. He's not going to let anything slide. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene wanted to go on his show and like made a shitty comment on Twitter, and he ripped her a new asshole. And he was just like, I'm the one with the TV show. You're on a podcast. I am on broadcast television. So, you know, it's Jimmy very sad.
Kimmel.
I'm Jimmy fucking Kimmel, yes. And you know what's so funny? I didn't like him when he was on The Man Show, but now that he's on Jimmy Kimmel Live, I do like him a lot.
Oh, I've always been like, he's hilarious. Because well, you know me. Like, that is I have dude humor. 1,000,000%. So dude humor is my jam. I wouldn't be allowed on there because I have lady bits, but I could probably hang out.
But you can burp and drink like a man. I bet you they'd make an exception for you. They would
could. Yeah. Like, look,
I bet
I'm not trying to I don't want any of y'all to fuck me. I just want to hang out.
Yeah, I just want to talk shit and, you know, make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Call you a pussy.
Pussy. I'm totally making a fucking like TikTok and posting this shit on TikTok, so hopefully he sees it. I think he'd be proud of us. Yeah.
I think so. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
Hey. Hey, Aaron.
What's up, Aaron?
Not a fan. Go Cowboys. Oh, that Cowboy game. Have you watched the last 2 Cowboy games? We have to talk about Cowboys.
I do not watch the Cowboy games. I am a Saints fan. Eric is a Rams fan. Don't ask me how somebody that grew up in Long Beach ends up as a Ravens fan. But yeah, I don't watch the Cowboys because
fail.
I would rather watch the Texans than the Cowboys.
I think
because I know what's going to happen.
We can no longer have this podcast. We can no longer have this podcast. We're breaking up.
Okay.
They're really good games. Okay. You've missed some very good games. Like, I'm talking.
The only time I root for the Cowboys is when they're playing the Eagles or the Patriots.
Yeah. So you've missed really good games, and this is our last episode, guys. I'm sorry.
And then like the test pattern comes up. That was it. That was the final straw.
Yeah, that's what broke us. Is Amy's Texas fail and the Texans.
I'm about to really.
You need.
I'm about to really ruin her world. Fuck Dak Prescott.
Here we go. I've got nothing because I honestly, I think he's doing well, but I'm also one that I don't like. Ever since I met Troy Aikman, I will probably never fully like a Cowboys quarterback ever again. Like I
love Troy Aikman.
Well, you know what? When I worked at what is that fucking the horse track in Grand Prairie? He came through. It was him and a bunch of other Cowboys.
Oh, Lone Star Park.
We were not allowed to look at him when he came through valet. We had to turn around. We were not allowed to look at him. We were not allowed to speak to him, any of that shit. And I'm talking like he came in and out after people were gone, where it was just like the 10 valet of us. And we were not allowed to interact, ask for an autograph, expect a tip when you brought his car up, nothing. We had to be silent. We had to turn around.
Now, was that the policy of the park, or were those like demands that his camp had made?
Well, there was a ton of other Cowboys, especially Super Bowl era Cowboys there. Like Joe Avezzano was there, who was their defensive coordinator when they won the Super Bowl. That man, I talked to him and his wife for like 20 fucking minutes. Nice as shit. Leon Lett, nice as shit. Just, he was the only one that was a diva.
Wow.
And this was before he was doing broadcasting and stuff.
Well, that sucks to hear. But I also think
Tony Romo's an absolute fucking like douche nozzle too. So yeah. Like he tried Carrie Underwood, he tried Jessica Simpson, and then he ended up marrying Chase Crawford from Gossip Girl's sister. Like he just went like Hollywood adjacent.
Local I do like his reporter. Commentating though. I think he's a good sports reporter.
No, he needs a lozenge. He's real rough when he talks. He needs it. I'm like, Tony, take a drink, dude. Okay, calm down. He's like,
water.
Yeah, he needs some water.
Well, there's not someone walking around with a Gatorade bottle, squeezing it into his mouth anymore. Maybe there should be. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Use that money. You need a staff. You need a trainer.
Has, like 3 or 4 kids. Like, just be like, Daddy, and do it that way.
That'd be
Daddy,
cute.
I got your Kool-Aid.
So I'm glad that the Cowboys are doing well. They'll get to the playoffs. They'll probably get to the first round of the playoffs, and then they'll call it in, and then they won't go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But that's being a Cowboy fan for you. That's my.
But my Saints aren't going to the Super Bowl either, so.
No, but you guys don't get as close every year either.
No,
where we're like,
true.
Oh, we've got it. Because one of the games, like I'm talking, it was like a 1-point difference. It was, I think, the one before this one. They tried to run it in for a 2-point conversion and use one of the offensive linemen, but he didn't declare himself eligible. So basically, in a span of like 5 minutes, they won the game and then
lost the game.
And then
on
lost
a technicality.
Yeah.
Shit. That sucks.
Yeah, and that man, and the offensive linemen are big, right? And he was big and he was bald and he was so mad that he was red. His whole face was as red as like your fucking chick behind you shirt. Like he was somebody's drunk red uncle at that point.
Not drunk red uncle.
Yeah, you guys, if you've listened, you know what drunk red uncle is how that goes. So. But let's switch gears because we wanted to try something new. So we talked last week, and I haven't put that episode out yet. That's coming out in the next couple weeks. We talked about how we each do our own subscription boxes. So I got my Stitch Fix, and I said the next time that I get my Stitch Fix, I wanted to show it and show you what kind of stuff that I get. So I'll do that.
And I'm going to do my BoxyCharm. Yeah, I do a BoxyCharm. Okay. Whenever I get it is Birchbox. I'm sorry, not BoxyCharm. But I am going when I will get it within the next week or two. So when I get mine, we can do an unboxing for mine. Let me see what you got.
All right. So they send
you
them 5 things. I know. Oh my god. So they send you 5 things at a time, and basically the way Stitch Fix is you can pay. And it's not like a monthly subscription. So you can pay $20 and they'll send you you'll get to look at what you and kind of pick your fix at first, or you can just have them send you room. So I was able to see my, and for girls my size, it's not always the best option because we said, sometimes I'll show you what I got. I got 5 things. I'm just going to unwrap it because it does come in a box and then it comes fucking paper wrapped too. And then they gave me a prepaid UPS label to send it home or send it back. So
you didn't want to unwrap all that before you got on with the microphones and everything?
This is authentic. Hold on. I'm going to put it on my neck like a sports reporter. We're going to twist that up. Okay. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay. So I got this shirt. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got, I would have to wear
like a little burnout.
Yeah. And it's see-through.
You know what you should do? You should do like a try-on. Like an unboxing and a try-on.
Maybe I'll do that next time. I didn't want to put a bra on today.
Well, I'm talking for TikTok or for YouTube or something.
Maybe, yeah. And then I don't remember picking this one, but it's a sweatshirt, a hoodie. And I'm not I'm not a hoodie wearer. Are you a hoodie wearer?
Oh, I am. Oh, yeah.
I'm not. I just think it's got the pocket, which thankfully all hoodies need pockets. I bet I could probably stand up and show this a little bit better than I'm doing right now. Then get off my cord. Hold on.
Hey, Micah.
There's my hoodie. I need a better camera, basically.
I am I can see Micah's butt. Oh no. Come back, Missy. Miss, can you hear me at all? Project.
Yeah. So, and I was trying to show because Micah was army crawling behind me, and it was so cute. And then I moved the camera, and he was like, "No." Okay, so I'm gonna go back to showing my Stitch Fix, and I'm just gonna put it on this chair because that might be the easiest way. Oh, this one has elbow patches.
Oh,
I'm not an elbow patch kind of girl, but it's almost like a maroon.
How do you know?
Because I have one. I've tried them, but this sweater is super soft, so I'll probably end up buying it.
Nice. There's a Micah behind you. Is that a dog?
No,
that's a dog.
That is a cat. It's the cat.
Oh, it's a cat.
The cat is behind me.
It's a cat.
So
no, there's not a cat in here.
What? I want to eat
it on the computer. Nope, you can't eat the kitty.
What are you?
So my sister used to work for one of those like Stitch Fix type of subscriptions. It was called Trunk Club, TURNK Club. And she was actually like my personal stylist every month.
Nice.
She would go in and like look at my profile, and like she would like pull my profile so that she could like fulfill my order every month. So I always got really, really cute stuff, and it always fit me because she's like, okay, so I know that Amy wears this size. I know that this shirt runs a little bit small, so I'm going to get her a size up. She got me some of the most comfortable pajamas I've ever had in my life. It was expensive. You know, it was just like,
oh yeah,
you know, you love everything and you want to buy everything, but I got some really cute stuff from there, and they did like accessories and stuff too. So I got some jewelry, and like I think I got a couple pairs of shoes.
I've gotten some Kate Spade earrings from Stitch Fix. These are like the softest joggers I think I've ever. They're so soft, and I might buy them, but I think they're gonna be too big.
Well, that's not a phrase we normally say about our clothing.
I know. Exactly. And then they sent this sweater thing. I'm going to show it. It's like a cardigan. It's fur lined, so there's that. But it's a hooded sweater.
That looks cozy.
And I think for the days like we're going to have like this week, it would be perfect. But so I get 5 things, and I usually keep like 1. So I'll only end up keeping 1 thing. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on if I want to treat myself or not. Like I just buy usually shirts. I don't buy pants from them because it is expensive. So like my $20 styling fee that I pay, they pay towards like the price. So like if I got those pants, they're $54. So technically I'd only be, which isn't bad. It's like $34. Or if I got, say like one of the shirts, like one of the shirts is like $30. Like that hooded sweater. 30, that one's $30. So really I'd only be paying like $10 for it. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
But it comes in the mail, and then you have like X amount of days. But they do have where you can go on their website and you can match up like items to what you're purchasing. So like that shirt, they show like that red one at the beginning, they show like pants and shoes that can go with it. Same with the hoodie. I really do like that because sometimes I just want somebody to spell it out for me because I'm lazy, in all honesty.
Well, you know, that's the society we live in. You know what you should do is you should like try on everything that you got, like style all of everything that you got, and then like make a video and then let people vote. Like, oh, well, I like the sweatshirt the best. You should get the bike. And you can always just get whatever you want. It's your money. Spend it how you want to. But I think that would be cute. Like, people can say, oh, well, that the shirt looks really good with those jeans. Or maybe you could try that sweater with, something like this,
Yeah. I think I'll do that because then I can just put it on TikTok. I'm going to go put this
encourage engagement
before a cat lays on any of it, since I do have to send some of it back. So, and we know
okay. How long do you have to send it back?
A week.
A week. Okay. And you got it when?
Sunday.
Okay. So you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You have 5 days. She can't hear me.
I dropped an earbud in my closet. Hold on.
I was hoping you're going to say toilet.
So Rylan worked a double today and they just left, but we took her the car because roads weren't like that bad. But then we pull into like the McDonald's parking lot and there's like ice everywhere. Ooh, and then in our neighborhood, there's ice everywhere. Well, she's home, so it doesn't matter. But I was like, come down like this way because there's ice. Go slow because we have yet to let her drive in the inclement weather, which I know is probably not good parenting. But like if we can do it, like why would I put even if she was like an adult, I would go to her house like if she was not comfortable. She's not comfortable driving in it. Yes, why am I going to make her? But I was like a little bit of ice, like perfect. Yeah. So
I mean, if you're going to live in the Midwest, you're going to have to learn how to do it eventually,
Yeah. But it's not like where, like, because learning to drive in DFW and learning to drive here, two totally different animals,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So very different.
It's one of those that it's like I don't know, we probably are hover parenting, but I really don't give a shit. So yeah, I'll make a Stitch Fix and I'll put it on my TikTok and I'll put it or a video of everything so you guys can see them styled where I'm wearing a bra and I'm not saggy titty saying like Lan. And then we'll just take votes. And you guys, if you really want to see what I got my Stitch Fix, they are nice quality products. I'll say that. Like it's not cheap shit like you sometimes do get through these like subscription services.
And if it's not No Boundaries or Carter's.
Yeah. And if you're like me, where you've lived so much of your life only buying yourself $5 t-shirts at Target, and you like are tired of dressing like a hobo, and it's one thing that's like, even if you just buy one thing and you're spending $30, like we are proponents of like treat yourself, do something nice for yourself. So I'll do that. Yeah. Keep an eye on it. We'll put it on the YouTube channel. We'll put it on TikTok, and you guys can see. And I'll tag both Amy and I's profiles on TikTok so she can get more viewers because she's up to 657. I looked at that today.
600. I looked earlier and it was like 6. I guess my math was wrong because you know how it does like on the app, it doesn't do it on the PC, but on the app it shows like right now it's showing like 500 and something with plus 99. And so I guess I added it wrong or some more people have followed. But yeah, I'm so excited. 600. Yeah, right now it says 557 plus 99. So 656.
Yeah. And I was 657. So on my TikTok where I'm looking at you right now. So how is I guess you want to do things we hate.
You don't want to know what I hate? I've been thinking about this one. Hold on. Let me get something.
Oh, she's been thinking about it. Uh-oh.
I got a visual aid.
A visual aid, guys.
There's two things that I hate this week.
What is that?
This is an earbud.
Okay.
These are the Amazon Echo earbuds.
Okay.
I will say the price is right. No, the price is right. Okay. They work just fine. But whose fucking ear is shaped like this?
Is it just go like down in the hole, or is it like your ear holes are too small for it to sit in?
I'm thinking that it's the way that my ears are shaped because these are the absolute most uncomfortable earbuds I have ever worn in my whole life. like this little lip right here, like I've got a rub spot on my ear from where it like was just like sitting weird, and I adjusted them.
Is that a rubber thingy that goes on
Yeah,
the
this
tip of
comes
it?
off. This comes off. This is supposed to like protect it
Could you get a
from.
smaller one? Like a smaller, oh no, because that's like the whole, I was thinking, because like with mine that I just lost in my bathroom,
Yeah, no,
we can
it's
cut,
not
okay, yeah.
like, yeah, so it's just a cover to kind of protect it from like getting like earwax and moisture all over
Yeah.
it.
See, I was thinking that, like you can get smaller
Something
versions
like
of that.
that would be
Yeah.
better, that because it would actually fit down inside of my ear. But I am
Five
the
below.
person that if I buy something,
Mm-hmm.
I
You're gonna
will,
use it.
I'm going to use it, whether or not I like it. Whether if it works, I'm going to use it. It works, I'm going to use it. I'm going to piss and moan about it every single day, but I'm going to use it.
You don't
So
just take it
this,
back and send it back to Amazon, get your money back?
I could,
But you
but
didn't
I
think
won't.
about that, did you?
I did think about it, but
Dummy.
I know I'm just like Kohl's is so far.
But you could do like a UPS store or something while you're out Grubhubbing too.
I know I could do that, but but then I wouldn't have anything to bitch about. But I do.
That's true.
I still have the packaging and everything. So ideally, I really do need to just send it back and get my money back or exchange it for something different. But I hate those those style
Yeah. Like when
of
they're not
earbuds.
natural.
They're
Yeah.
super uncomfortable and they hurt. The second thing that I hate, so if you know me, you know that I love everything to do with gay culture, in particular drag queens.
Yeah.
I love Drag Race. I have been watching Drag Race since season 1, and I am part of the community that made that show as
Yeah, you
popular
really
as
are.
it is.
Yeah.
So the fact that whenever there is a new season of whatever iteration we're talking about, whether it's original Drag Race, All Stars, UK, any of the other different countries, doesn't matter. It is on a different streaming platform. Like at
Every
first it was
time?
on every single time. Last time Drag Race was on, it was on Paramount.
Okay.
Now, which I can do Paramount. Paramount is it's doable for me as far as like the monthly price. Now it's only available if you're going to use a streaming service. It's only available through like Fubo or Sling or all of these like super expensive. Like Fubo is $70 a month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they do free trials, but they only do a 5-day free trial. So just enough to watch one episode. And it's just like, oh, I hate, that's what I hate. I hate
so why
you,
don't you
RuPaul.
just keep making emails to finish the season? Why don't you just keep making emails and keep signing up for free trials?
That's so much work. You know what? If you're going to continue to give me logical solutions to the things that I have a problem with, this isn't going to work.
Okay, so we're breaking up today. That's what I'm hearing. It's official. So we have Hulu. So you have a regular Hulu. Like we have a Hulu Live or Plus or whatever the fuck it is. And that's like our cable, because that's like our live TV. We have like ESPN Plus, we have Disney Plus, and then we have Paramount Plus through T-Mobile. So like the only subscription services I pay for are Peacock, HBO Max, and well, I mean, obviously Hulu and Netflix. Those are the only ones we really pay for because we get it bulked into everything else. Because I even have Walmart Plus where I get Paramount Plus through.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could bundle it like that. I really need to reassess because like we pay for Disney Plus, Hulu, just the regular Hulu, which now Hulu has commercials. Yay.
Yeah.
Netflix, HBO Max, Paramount sometimes, depending on whether or not Yellowstone is on. But yeah, I mean, it's like I used to bundle like Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, but I can never figure out how to get ESPN to work. The only thing I could find on ESPN to watch was like 30 for 30. You know, like
you
all of
log
those
to it with your Hulu login.
And you can watch live sports?
Yeah, next time we'll set up a Zoom call and Witten will walk you through it.
Yeah, I need Witten to help me because it's like every Sunday it's like, don't we have ESPN Plus? Not anymore. How many times do I have to fucking tell you this? We couldn't get logged into it.
Because I want to say like T-Mobile gives you Netflix too. Because I know we get net something, but like we pay, since there's 120 of us live in this fucking house, we pay like the $23 a month Netflix because everybody's got their own fucking profile, and heaven forbid these fuckers watch a goddamn commercial.
Oh, and heaven forbid somebody else outside of your house, or like you try to watch on Netflix outside of your house, you will get an email so absolutely. Fucking quick. And I'm like,
Hulu
yes,
does
it's
the
me.
same thing.
Hulu does the same thing.
Shit. Because like we have two internets. One is for like everyday purposes and one is for streaming, is kind of how we've set it up. But if we switch, like I have this T-Mobile thing, and when we do movies in our driveway, we have to switch internets, and then I have to call Hulu and be like, yeah, this is me. It's not like, I know it's a different IP address, but it's still fucking me. Like, let me, and I can only do that like once a quarter. I can only switch internets once a quarter. So it wouldn't even be like if one of them was going fucking slow, I could switch it.
That's so dumb. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want in your own home.
And I fucking pay for it. So that is what I'll add that to my, like, I hate the boys will be boys bullshit. I hate that I just dropped my fucking headphone, my earbud in my goddamn messy ass closet. I'm never going to find it again. Thank God I only paid $5 at fucking Five Below. And then I hate that. Like, I fucking paid for you. Like, if I want to go to goddamn Bora, obviously I'm not
and watch Netflix.
Then I'm gonna fucking do it, you dickhole. Let me do what I fucking want.
Yeah, and why is it that why is it that certain shows are only available in certain countries? Like, I don't even know what's available in other countries because I've never been outside the US, but you know, why is that? Why do you have to get like a VPN? It's a scam. It's all a scam. It's
Netflix. I'm so tired of your poorly dubbed shows too. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
I
do better.
Not pay attention to shit. And when I try to watch Dubai Bling, I know she doesn't speak English, but it's distracting as shit, and I can't pay attention to what the fuck she is saying because I'm watching because her mouth does not match her words.
It's like watching poorly dubbed Hong Kong Korean movies.
It was like Amy at the beginning of this fucking podcast where her shit didn't match up either. She can't get away with a Netflix. Hold on. Hold, please. Now that we've got it, you know I have to use it.
We need a Kelsey.
If you don't use it, you lose it. Now it's just spinning because why the fuck would it work? Hold on, maybe if I hit play. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. And then that'll follow up. I'm going to follow that up with...
Just is that everything that you hate?
That's everything that I hate. I am full of hate. Yeah, I'm
just piss and vinegar today. It's all right. I like you when you're like this.
I am probably about 6 days away from my period, and we know things get a little dicey. And then you can't.
It's gonna be like a full moon up in here.
You can't be a dumbass when I'm about to get my period. That shit does not go well. So
no, you have no capacity. Well, I mean, you have no capacity for bullshit anyway. But I can imagine the week leading up to Aunt Flo's arrival, you have no capacity for bullshit and no fucks given.
It snowed on fucking Friday, and it snowed today. I'm cold. Okay, I'm on a fucking diet. I'm hungry. I just want some fucking Taco Bell. I'm about to get my period, and I haven't been sleeping well.
Oh,
dumbass!
So I need that on my phone for whenever Kevin talks. Now I need to add the fuck them kids on here too.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
Guys, I'm slowly learning to use all of the producer options of this fucking platform that we used to record. And it's
going to be everybody's problem.
Oh, your earballs are going to be so sad and so happy at the same time.
It's going to be great.
It's wonderful.
When she gets it figured out, it's going to be fantastic.
Do you have a dumbass of the week?
My dumbass of the week was Aaron Rodgers.
Dumbass!
I agree. I need one of you to say, stop being a pussy. I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to say, stop being a pussy. And that's going in there too. So Aaron Rodgers, you're a dumbass. So do you want to hear what the Karens are complaining about?
Always.
So we have a Facebook group for our town for people to bitch about, complain. And a multitude of people lost power yesterday because a power pole, like one of the power lines, the pole itself caught fire because it stormed and shit yesterday. And it didn't catch fire where like the connection of like the wires are. It caught fire like where it was like fucking hanging, right? So they were complaining because it caught fire because of nature and they didn't have power. And heaven forbid that they didn't get power back in the time, because I know if you guys are like us, your electricity company has like an outage map and it'll tell you how long you're not going to be without power. Yeah. Oh my God. If you tell them 2:45 and it is 2:46, they did not get their power, you're the problem, Taylor.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm only at 5%.
Yeah. And like 700, like a good like 20 of them. And it's that whole like, did anybody else lose power? Just me. You know what? Like, look across the fucking street. Does Bill have his goddamn porch light on? No.
Yeah, you remember those days the power would go out. The first thing you do, you outside. Would walk outside and make sure the neighbor, it's not just me. Oh, nope, I paid my bill. There's a power outage. It's not. Well, and then you stand in the driveway.
Off. Yeah, nobody does that now. So I'm just going to say, and Karen, you're a
dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Self-care reminders. Are we doing anything self-care? Because I'm not. I loathe and hate myself right now.
Actually, I've been doing a lot of self-care. I've been really doing my hair. I've been doing my face. I've just been I've just been like amping up the like. I'm like doing a lot of, and I've like with like the Dear Diary series that I started.
I love that. Yeah.
That I really think that's going to be a good one because it's like I can just talk about the things that are going on in my head. Yeah, it's very cathartic, and I've got all week to think about it, and you know I think about like what I want to think of, and by the time I get to Sunday when I put it up, I know exactly what I want to say. I don't know exactly what I'm going to film, but it always has something to do with what I'm talking about. Like the problem that we had was about the dishes. And it wasn't necessarily about the dishes specifically. It was about like the housework and the chores and everything that I'm doing that they're supposed to be doing. And the whole, hey, can you get your chores done? And it's like, yeah. And then 2 hours later, it's still not done. And I'm still asking nicely. And so, you know, we had a nuclear meltdown and I still feel bad about it, but I still stand firm in my resolve that the message, while the delivery could have been better, was long overdue and they needed to hear it. So I got the stink eye for about a day and a half, but now V wants to have a girls' day with me this weekend.
Yay. So, I love those. When Rylan wants those, that's like the best day ever. I love it.
I'm excited. So we've got a list of movies that we're going to watch, and Eric's going to California this weekend, so I'll be here without a car. So we'll just be hang out on the couch, watching movies, eating junk food. I'm here
Rylan
for it.
And I we run errands, and our running errands is basically like we go get a coffee and then we like window shop at TJ Maxx, or then we'll go to Target, and then we'll go like to the mall sometimes. We'll go to the antique store. Sometimes now that she's making her own money, she'll treat me to lunch kind of thing. It just depends on if I'm clean eating or not.
Nice.
It's having an adult child is like this is my favorite age right now. And I think it's because well, it's funny because now like Witten is like the son of Satan, and he is just puberty's taken over his body, and he needs an exorcism. And she'll make
hormones.
Basically, yeah. Like he did not make the basketball team this week. He tried out, didn't make the basketball team this week. Sucks. Or actually, technically, it was last week where we had like a big drag down. Like we had a fight about it, and now he's going back to therapy. It was that bad. Yeah. So his coping skills and stuff. He graduated from therapy, and now he's going back. Yeah, bitch, when you say supposedly happened to my fucking kid, it happened to my fucking kid. And I had to spend fucking 13 hours at the goddamn ER to get him a fucking psych eval. So don't come at me and go, I'm the fucking bullet, I'm the mean girl, because I'm telling how fucking it affected my family. Suck my whole ass dick. Don't be a pussy, Aaron Rodgers. But
yeah,
that's not what we're doing this segment anyway. It's gonna be my catchphrase from now on. Don't be a pussy, Aaron Rodgers.
It has to be. It has to be. Don't be a pussy, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And we have to make a hashtag and everything. And I hope his pussy ass sees it.
Oh, and then
and then we can be the problem if we can be his problem.
Yeah, I'm here for it, and hopefully Taylor Swift doesn't sue us. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. So yeah, but I know I said I was going to leave my hair alone, and then you made a comment about my roots, and so I did make myself a hair appointment with a different person next Saturday. So when we record next Sunday, you'll get to see it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm going to try to go like dark brown and caramel highlights. I think with what I've got going on right now, it should be fairly. It's not going to be a color correction, thankfully. So
I would just tell her everything that your hair's been through. Just be very honest about everything over the past like couple of years, everything that you've done, and that way she can make an assessment as to the right products to use, because she's not going to want to put any kind of lightening on your ends.
No, for sure not.
But if you just got, that is the major thing, is you just got to be honest with yourself.